I think we're live. Dan, are we live? Here we are from Orchard
Think so.
Park for a playoff game. Waiting for the exact official word. Mike Catalana, along with Dan Fates, waiting for the official word. And Dan, it's looking like, based on a couple of reports, NFL Network and ESPN, that both Beasley and Diggs are going to play. I don't think we're surprised at all about Diggs.
Right.
I'm a little surprised about Beasley.
Yeah, I think so too. And the report from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler was that he's confident he'll be able to give it a go. So it's not a ringing endorsement. He's not saying that Cole Beasley is 100% by any means. What he's more or less saying is that Beasley's a tough guy and he's going to gut it out to play this game.
Yeah. And I look, it's the playoffs. I heard a few fans use the term resting. They'll rest him. This isn't about resting. And I think I understand what they meant. I think it was more like, we're not going to risk him if he can't play. And look, you got to be effective. I mean, you're better off with another player on the field, whether it's Duke Williams or whoever, if he can't play. I was thinking of something this year that last year when I was at that game in Houston, I thought that we were down there. I thought that Beasley wasn't healthy in that game, and he did not seem to be running right in that game, and he wasn't as effective. So look, he also didn't have Stephon Diggs on the other side. So if Diggs is ready to go, I think he'll be fine. We're also seeing the fans come in. I got to tell you, you've been up here for the games, how quickly we adjusted to there being no fans, and it's like whatever. Yeah. I mean, there's no energy yet. I'm hearing a text. What do we got?
Officially, Duke Williams is officially inactive, so that means Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs are both active.
You were cutting out there for a second. So Duke is officially inactive?
Duke is inactive. Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs are both active.
Yeah, you were cutting out there for a second. Are you back?
Yeah. You got me, Mike?
Okay, so Beasley, listen to me. Okay, so Beasley and Diggs are active. Yeah, I got you. I lost you there for a second. Beasley and Diggs are both active. So look, you're going with your full unit, the best offense right now, the best offense in the NFL, or certainly the best one playing this weekend because the Packers and the Chiefs aren't playing. So I think the best offense in the league, and whether they're 100% or not, they're ready to play. And I think that is a huge relief for the Bills to get both of those guys on the field. We've talked about they're the better team. Yep. You just didn't want to see them shorthanded in the game and then impacting everything they try to do. Our boy Brian Daboll has everything at his disposal for this game. Dan, what do you expect to see the Bills do offensively, especially from the start?
Well, I think they do what they've done all season long. I know this is the cliche, but they've tried to treat this like it's just another game. They understand that it's kill or be killed right now, and that everything that they have done doesn't mean anything. But look, they have adjusted. Without John Brown, they were still scoring 30-plus points a game. Without Cole Beasley last week, they put up 50-something. So this is a team that has adapted. This is the first time they will have Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, and John Brown together on the same field since Week 10.
Your sound is popping. Yeah. Your sound is popping in and out. So I'm not sure if we're losing you by signal. Let's see if you're back there. Yeah, we were losing you there for a second.
Okay.
Are you back?
I'm here.
I'm not sure if Dan is frozen at the moment. He was talking about the Okay, we lost Dan there for a minute. I'm not sure if we got him back, but in terms of what the Bills are going to try to do. I think they maintain the same offensive plan that they've had up to this point. Let's see if participants. There is Dan. I got you back. For whatever reason, maybe it was the 6,700 in the stands all using their phones at the same time that cut out our signal. But Dan is back. We're both back here. You were talking about what they should do offensively from the start. And I think if you're a Bills fan, man, if you see any version of what you've seen for the last, second part of the season, really, especially the last 6 weeks, you'll be thrilled.
Yeah, I think this is not a time to change anything. I still think the Bills stay aggressive. They keep that, all gas, no brake mentality with this offense that has scored 47 points per game in their last 3 and 38 points a game in their last 10.
That's just absurd. This is
against good defenses, against better defenses than what they will face today. Yes, I get it. They've got 3 first-team All-Pros. Yes, all of those things are fair. I'm not trying to say that the Colts have zero chance of winning this game or that they're not a very good team. They are. They have 11 wins. They've earned all of these things. But I'm watching the TV this morning, and they're talking about how great Jonathan Taylor is. And yes, he was 3rd in the NFL in rushing. Yes, absolutely. But they're showing all these clips against the Jags. Like, yeah, okay, he ran for 250 yards against Jacksonville. I don't care. Like, this is a totally different monster. So I think that the Bills, their best defense can be a good offense. And that is what will decide this game.
How's it going? Good to see you. I'm live on the air, so that's good. All right, have fun, guys. Bills fans, and they are dressed up. They are ready to go. They are fired up. I was thinking, Dan, when we go back to last year's playoffs, you said 47 points a game. Last year's team, that's 2 games. The 2017 team, that's probably 4 games.
Yep.
For 47 points. I mean, look, they scored 3 in Jacksonville, and last year the Bills got what was it? 17? No, what was the final? 2017, 23-20? Let's see, they were down.
23-20, yeah.
Yeah, or 19.
22-19. Yeah, one of those scoregami.
Yes, scoregami kind of games. Yeah, it was a strange one. Look, I'm confident in this Bills team. The only thing holding me back at all is the fact that they haven't been in a playoff situation. But they are at home. I think that helps the comfort level, if nothing else. They're a confident team. So I think they'll I think they will play. If they play well, they're fine. But I want to stress this, and I've been stressing it, and we talked about it. It's on our podcast. It's on our story that we had for today. The Colts are still a good team. If you don't play well, you're going to lose. It's the playoffs. So we've seen that happen before. But I'm still pretty confident. And by the way, so I mentioned the fans. You heard some of them coming in here. They're pretty vocal in terms of see, fans are walking in. This is very from what we have had in terms of, hey, how's it going? Look at this. I got Bills fans. Oh, that's all right. So there we go. Look, he's nice guy. He's just the best in the business. Now they don't know I'm on with you, Dan.
Yes, that's why. Now, like I said, it's
no, but
I think home field advantage will mean something today. I think 6,700 fans is something, but more than that, it's the fact that the Bills slept in their own beds. They got to go through their normal routine. TJ Watt of Pittsburgh was saying how much home field advantage means from the sake of you're familiar with the locker room, you're familiar with the security team around you, you're familiar with the sidelines, all of those little things that we may not factor in all that much. But it's the same thing. You get to drive to the building the same way. You're taking your car. Like all of those things add up to why these are extra points for the Bills.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead, it's harder for me to see the comments from out here. If you got any good comments going on at the moment, we can go ahead and read them. I did also want to talk about our friend, and I say friend. I'm joking because, as everybody knows, Buffalo Plus is a Brian Daboll fan site here, but I will say that the reports are he's going to have 2 of his interviews tomorrow. I think it's with the Jets and the Chargers. Right? Yeah. And, I've got a source of mine telling me that watch for Houston because of those connections. Not that that's so out on the limb, but you don't know what the relationship is. just because people work in the same place. But man, everybody talks about the Jets being a minefield, and you worry about that. I wonder about Houston at the moment with their ownership issues and the problems at the moment with the quarterback and a lack of continuity that you should be getting when you're hiring a new general manager and a coach. So that'll be interesting. I wouldn't get too worked up of all things now when a guy can go on a Zoom call and do his interviews.
Yeah.
You know, he can take care of that in a few hours tomorrow afternoon when he's relaxing for the Bills' sakes, hoping after it's a win.
And we've talked about this early on. I think it was heading into last week of his Daboll's, all of this head coaching talk. Is this a distraction? And I don't think it is. And if anything, I think it helps win one for Daboll. It helps doing this. I think Daboll also knows that he's coaching for a job as well, to accomplish something that he's always wanted to do. So I really have never thought this Brian Daboll thing has been a distraction. I think it continues this week. For me, what Brian Daboll did in the opening drive against Houston gives me confidence. The way they have played recently gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Peggy DeMarco says we got the happy dance going. She saw the Bills at practice the other day. I think what you want to hope for is that they're dancing at some point today, right? I mean, it's great at practice. They are a loose team, and that has played. Look, don't confuse loose and having fun with not focusing on the task at hand. I told you, they are in that rarefied air of a team that is good, that is talented. It's all new to them. They're all in it together. This doesn't last forever. There's a way teams play when things are going well, and it seems like it's going to last forever. Doesn't mean they won't be good for a long time, but this idea that everybody's on the same page. There's also a report, Dan, today saying that the Bills are going to start talks this offseason with Allen about his extension. Absolutely deserves to talk about the extension, but it changes a lot of what you do once you extend that quarterback.
Yeah, it's completely different. You look at what Seattle's had to do. You look at what other teams have had to do, restructuring contracts.
We lost Dan there for a minute. Oh,
Mike, you're freezing up on me over here.
all right. I'm not sure if you can still hear me. We're having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues. We just wanted to update for you. Dan was on with us for a while. So Beasley, Diggs, playing for the Bills. Complete coverage on Buffalo Plus. We'll be doing a podcast coming up a bit later tonight. Enjoy the game. We'll see how it goes for the Bills. We're all picking the Bills to win, and we will talk to you later.